Well, I kind of ended up getting in some legal trouble and I ended up being in juvenile detention. I had met Michelle, comes to detention every Thursday and meets with the kids and kind of talks with them and kind of gives them some positive, advice. And I ended up meeting her and she talked to me about having a mentor and having somebody positive in my life. And so she gave me the paperwork and I ended up meeting with her, see her every Thursday, and I began to go into a program called Lighthouse. And that got me started with, we worked with Barnabas, we did some fundraisers and some other organizations with them. I ended up hanging out with them when I got out of detention, coming to the office and doing work with them. Overall, I just met them through being in detention in the Lighthouse program. I met my mentor and when I first met her, she was kind of different to me. I didn't really know what to expect, and as I got to know her, she became more helpful to me. It was hard for me to trust her a little bit, but as she opened up to me, the more I opened up to her. I became more confident to myself that I could trust her. To me, she's helped me out a lot. She's got me into going to church and keeping myself out of trouble and giving me positive influences with youth groups. Got me into a lot of stuff, and especially with running. Running was also very fun to do with her. I also learned about her when I met her is that she's very honest with me. And when she knows that she can help me with something or she can give me advice, she will give it to me and it does help me. My mentor, Christy, she's just awesome. We go to church every Sunday together. If she's not, she'll tell me and I will go with somebody else. But go to youth groups at night. We hang out at least once a week, go out to coffee or something, or like she took me school clothes shopping. But yeah, we kind of just meet at least once a week in church. Coming out of detention would probably be hard because I wouldn't be as occupied. I wouldn't have somebody to talk to as much as I do. I think for me it would be kind of difficult because I wouldn't be able to talk to somebody about what I was struggling with, getting my feelings out to somebody that I trust. First of all, I would really like to encourage, I know people now that are struggling. To me, I feel like they would really need a mentor in their life, and I think for me, encouraging them would not just say they're a mentor and they're just there to just help you with homework and stuff like that. That's not all what it's about. I would tell them that they're like a friend to you. Sometimes they act like your parent, and sometimes that's a good thing because you need somebody to point you in the right path and say this is not right or this is what you should do. And I think that for me, I would just encourage them to kind of open up and try to look at, even though they're an adult or somebody that's older than you, they're just not an adult figure, they're a friend for you. I think just not through, detention, but maybe like asking around, or like I know there's a lot of programs that they do. They just had a birthday bash. They did a ride for runaways. Kind of asking people, like maybe people that have mentors or kids that they know have mentors, or maybe just finding out where the office is and just saying, hey, I want to know more about you guys. Talking about God, we talk about it, and she usually is the one, she prays with me sometimes. Like when I go out to lunch with her, we'll pray before that. But most of the time it's just, if I have any questions about God, I will either go to her or to Michelle. For me, when we talk about God, it's just kind of that he's there for me and that she knows that he will be able to help me with struggles at home or things that I have questions about, and that I can always ask him. I know he has, and I feel like he put her in the right time, because if I would have had her when I was 20, it wouldn't have mattered. Because at a young age, especially 16, where an age is so hard to deal with and so confusing, and kids don't know what they're doing at this age, it's better to have somebody positive instead of not having one at all. Yeah, I just want to encourage anybody who wants a mentor and needs somebody in their life to definitely go to Barnabas, because to me they've really helped me a lot. I learned a little bit about her in detention, and it's kind of surprising at first, but kind of having somebody to relate to a little bit is kind of easy. Also comfortable with talking to them about things that I struggle with or things that I have temptations for, and it's kind of good to know that somebody was in your shoes at some point. Proverbs, from what I remember, And what I read, and I know we did once in youth group, from what I remember is being wise and foolish, and being wise is doing the right thing, and being foolish is trying to be like the clown and trying to make everybody laugh when it's not really a good thing.